I'm here with you with the first of our yellow belt set, which is called Omote Gyakku, and it is a wrist lock series. This one is an outside wrist lock. I'm here with my black belt sensei Ryan. So I'll start off from the side, and then I'll give some different angles for you. So let's face each other. Bows. The first one is from a grab, which we call kumyuch. He reaches up and he's grabbing with his hand on the uniform, the gi. We call this the lapel or kesa. At this point, he's threatening his punch here, so I have to be aware of that and also the kick. At the point where he grabs me, I immediately turn sideways and I grip his hand. Thumb grip like this, as far as grabbing with my thumb behind the wrist, and I grab my uniform or my clothing. I'm going to step away and pull and push. I step, popping the hand off. Two things happen here. One, I'm blocking his punch. If he throws the punch, I could block it. The second thing is I'm bringing him across the body and off balance. I then take my hands and I do what I like to either be in a W format or a crisscross, and I have his wrist and I either crisscross or I lock it in. I'm going to turn out to the direction of the thumb, bringing him down on the ground. First one will be slow, then I'll show you what a throw looks like in action. I'm going to turn outward and bring him down. At that point, I step inward. My leg locks into the shoulder. My foot steps up as high as the head. I turn his pinky down, straighten his elbow. My knee is locked into his elbow joint. I'm not putting this above my knee, it's on my shin. And I'm leaned into a good Zen Kusodachi, front-leaning stance, pinning. And as you notice, he immediately starts to tap because I'm isolating the wrist and his elbow, locking in and pinning him down. I release, step away, and always take my kamae, katate chimonji no kamae, and watch him with what we call zanshin, so he knows that he shouldn't step up or get ready to fight again. Up again. Right. Okay. From position, one more time, back again. He reaches up and grabs. He ki-eyes with a that hand is a threat. His kick is a threat, so I turn sideways, grabbing my uniform, grabbing his hand, and peeling it off. At this point, I turn outward. Now he'll do an ukemi, an aerial ukemi, and I flip him. And stepping in position. Notice how if I'm here, I may have to turn all the way around because I want to go alongside of his body, pinning that pinky down, locking out that elbow, and getting him to tap. Of course, in a real situation, this would be a break or something really severely injured. After I pin, I release, and I step into my kamae so that he knows that I'm watching him. And then we release him by stepping back. He stands and comes up. We'll do it one more time from this side. He grabs again. Watching, watching, turn my body sideways, grabbing my gi, grabbing his hand, pushing it off, pinning. I have to turn all the way to get on the side of him. Head, my foot is up near his head. I lock and release and step and release. We bow. This is called Omote Gyakku.